As we mentioned a bit earlier, oil prices were lower today on reports that OPEC members are struggling to agree on a production cut that the group outlined back in September. Domestic crude tumbled 4% just a day ahead of the official meeting. And as Steve Sedgwick reports from Vienna, the stakes are high.
Late Tuesday in Vienna, and still a lot of question marks about whether OPEC, which controls up to 40% of global oil supplies, will actually come forth with the deal which they promised us from Algiers in September, i.e. to cut production by up to 1 million barrels a day. It's the old questions that still remain. Will the likes of Iran, will the likes of Iraq get an exemption, or will they be forced to take a cut as well in order to get a unanimous decision throughout the grouping? I spoke to one oil minister, the minister for the UAE, and he said it needs to be unanimous. There can't be exceptions to participation in a round of cuts.
The expectation that if we agree on something, we would like to agree on something that is sustainable and that benefit everyone, and also get everyone need to be participating one level and or form. But don't ask me how, who, and when before we meet.
And of course, the concern is that the kingpin of OPEC, Saudi, will just walk away if they don't get cuts from all members, including Iraq and Iran. These are some of the big questions that remain for the market, with the oil price falling around 4% on Tuesday, as traders got very nervous about the prospects of a cut. Where the oil price will go if there isn't a cut, or some are talking us down to the low $30 a barrel level, and if there is a cut, some are saying we could go as high as $55, $60 a barrel later this year, or perhaps early in 2017. For Nightly Business Report, this is Steve Sedgwick in Vienna.